years ago, none of this existed. We started Moloko because we wanted cycling to be more friendly, more welcoming, less intimidating, and at the end of the day, just more fun. And looking at our summer party this year, we realized that somewhere along the way, we actually built the cycling community that we wanted to be a part of. So let's get into it.
Bonjour! Today is Moloko 2026 summer party and also stage 1 of Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. We have a lush day ahead with hundreds of people sign up. I can't be more excited. Let's go, let's get it. It's 6 a.m. Let's finish preparing everything and have a smashing day together.
So why do we even throw a summer party in the first place? Well, I think when you build a club or a cycling community, it's very tempting to believe that everything needs to happen on the bike, on the ride, but some of the magic happens off the bike when you give people a space where they can connect together, have some great food, great drinks, lots of things to do. That's also one thing we really aim to do at our summer party and at events in general, is offering more than just sit down and have a drink. So this year we had like a few cool things. For example, we had a sauna that was epic with an ice bath. It was heat wave, so that was actually perfect. We had some yoga, we had bike mechanic workshops, we had some puncture changing competitions where we was giving some demos as well. A creative workshop indoors that was about making posters to make a lot of noise for Tour de France avec Zwift, and I love seeing people getting creative. And the food, obviously, we had like some lovely tacos, we had coffee, we had pastry, we had a bar with Yugo spritz, Aperol spritz, very important, ice cream, pastries, matcha, blah, blah, blah. So literally all the ingredients you need to have a banging day. So yeah, it's just a great way to get people all together. And that brings me to my second point. I don't want to sound cheesy, but on an event like this, the people are actually what make me. And Paul, I know he would say the same, he's currently building bikes in the workshop and he's super busy, but he would have loved to contribute to this video. The people are just making us so grateful and proud at the same time. So if you look at this party and the images of this party, we've got some people who were here since day one 4 years ago on the first Moloko ride, on the first Moloko trip, and they keep turning up every year for this event, and seeing them is always so special. We also have people who just started cycling a few months ago, or they bought their first canyon bike, they came for a bike demo and ended up riding with us. People who met on the ride and always cycle together and do their life and go on their ride and then just come for events like this. People who met on our trips. The day before our summer party, we actually went to the wedding of 2 of our ride leaders, Phil and Millie, who met on the Tenerife trip 1.5 years ago. It gives me goosebumps just to talk about it because things like this are just so special. And talking about people, the ones that make us so proud because they feel a bit like they're our children, are the team of ride leaders. They've embraced the Moloko ethos and spirit so hard that they give all their free time to look after people on all their rides. They are so caring. It's just having a team like this is the most special feeling ever. So if you are building a community around you somewhere in the world, the best tip I can give you is to look after your team and recruit a team of ride leaders who share the same ideas and the same passion than yours, because this is what makes it all work and pieces it all together. So, Moloko ride leaders, we love you. Right, we've let ourselves be a little bit cheesy out there, so let's rebalance the equation with talking about what's happening behind the scene. All you see is that picture perfect of people enjoying an Aperol, a nice pastry, having the time of their life. But organizing such a big event can actually be utter chaos. So what you don't see is the whole team being there at 6 a.m. in the morning, making sure everything is ready after having built up to the event for like months, obviously, because the day before arrives the barriers, the tables, the chairs, the this and that, and Paul made the most perfect floor plan to the millimeter for everything to work. And obviously, it doesn't work as planned. The morning starts and we send everyone on a ride and I think we've got plenty of time to piece it all together. But so many more people came than we expected, which is such a good problem to have. But bear in mind, we have to fit together around 400 bikes in that courtyard, all of the brand stores that are there with the activations, and then we've got the food trucks that need to be connected. Oh my god, the tacos food truck arriving last when we thought they had a van, but they actually had a trailer that needed to be towed in the middle of the space where everything was there already. That was like quite a moment. And then mid-service, after 1 hour of making tacos, the generator ran out of fuel. That was fun. So I didn't actually see this. Paul told me at the end of the day because I was so busy doing other things, but you had to drive to the petrol station to buy jerry cans of fuel to just come back, put back into the generator so people could still have tacos, etc. It was just insane. So I was talking about ride leaders earlier, but the team, oh my god, having a team around you that can push such a shift and just like support you is just, again, everything. We couldn't do it without them. And to be honest, it's hard, but seeing everyone having such a smashing day makes it all worth it. And finally, obviously, this was not just a summer party to have a bite and a nibble and a jolly. This was also an official Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift watch party. And the reason why we decided to combine those two events together to make it bigger is because, in case you haven't seen my last video, we need to make so much more noise about the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift and women cycling, and events like this are the perfect opportunity to do this. I know for a fact that lots of people who came to the party would not have watched the race if they weren't there, but because they were at the event, got the opportunity to watch the race, they got literally glued on deck chairs in front of the screen, and they realized how fun women racing was. And I know for a fact as well that they've been keep watching the rest of the stages after that. So to me, that's one big, very important mission accomplished. On that note, if you watched that video about the Tour de France avec Zwift, thank you so much for all the lovely comments. It was so great to see so many of you engaging with the race. So yeah, it was awesome to read them all. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure you can spot in the bureau some Moloko t-shirts, Moloko stickers, Moloko bidon. Yes, finally, after 4.5 years of running Moloko, our merch is out. It got sold out on the day, so we've got nothing left, but there's another drop coming very soon. So if you're interested and would like to hear more about our merch, there is a link in the description below to pop in your email address, so you will know about all of the next drops of merch coming soon. So, in a nutshell, thank you so much for everyone who came to the summer party, but also to everyone who took part into Moloko within the last 4 years. And that's also all of you watching those videos. This means so much to us, and we actually work flat out, but moments like this make us want to work even more and to push ourselves even more to grow Moloko as much as possible to give so many of you access to such a lovely community. And I can only encourage you to finish this video, to get it started, to build your own community. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Sometimes you think a bit like, oh, but I don't have that many people cycling around me. But remember, it starts with 1 or 2 people coming, and then within a few months, it's 10 of you. And a year later, it's 20, and 4 years later, it's 400. We all start somewhere, it starts somewhere. So if you are somewhere where you feel like you don't have this community, just build it, get it started, because I can promise you, this is the best thing that you will have ever done. I hope you enjoyed watching that video. There was a little bit of a different format, but if you enjoy all things community, remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.